Welcome to the warm-up presented by U.S. Plastic Store. We are at Lima Central Catholic to talk a little T-Bird football, and we're joined by first-year head coach Scott Pulte, but of course, you're a veteran, and you're also a veteran of succeeding Jerry Cooper as you followed him at Columbus Grove and now following him at the T-Birds.
Yeah, what a I guess odd coincidence might be the way to describe it. It just kind of happened, but I feel very fortunate about it. I mean, Jerry does a great job, and he runs a great program, and when you get to take over for a coach who gets to establish as a proven winner and does a great job and organizes a program, it makes your transition much easier. So I'm very fortunate in that aspect, and hopefully we can continue the success that he's had here the past 9 years.
Certainly over that time, Coach Cooper and LCC developed a lot of college football players, a lot of Division I players. Didn't leave the cupboard bare for you at all.
No, we have some really good football players and some really good young men on our football team this year. We have, I think, the strength of our team. We have a lot of skill guys. I think a lot of guys with some speed and quickness. Ethan O'Connor, our quarterback, he's a big, strong kid with a big arm. Cam White, Dimitri Floyd, Nick Tafflinger, Aiden O'Connor. We think we have some really, really talented weapons on offense. And the guys up front, they're coming along too. And I think by week one, they'll be ready to go as well.
I hate to compare Ethan to Tyler, his brother, but I'm sure it's happened many times. How are they similar? How are they different as quarterbacks?
The one thing, I wasn't here before, so I don't know all, but to me, from just playing against Tyler and watching Ethan in practice, they both have that extremely strong arm. I mean, they're just absolute cannons throwing a football. And I think the leadership aspect, Ethan's a good leader. We'd compete against LSU when I was at Columbus Grove. I thought Tyler was an excellent leader and did some great things, and I can see the same thing in Ethan. I think they are very, very similar young men.
You were the defense coordinator last year for the T-Birds. Are you going to put more of a defensive imprint on the team now as head coach?
I am going to move over to the offensive side. I find it a little more fun, so I'm going to move over there. Defensively, Bob Tomasi and Mike Rumschlag, they're going to handle our defense, and those guys do a great job. They did a great job last year, assisting me with the defense, and I've got the utmost confidence in them doing a fine job again. And I'm going to put all my focus on offense, and I'm just going to stay out of their way. Let them do their thing.
Second year LCC back playing as an independent. How much do you talk with AD Ron Williams about setting that schedule, or is it something that you don't have much control over, so you'll just go out there and play whoever you're playing?
No, it is difficult to have an independent schedule, especially with a lot of conferences right now trying to make weeks 4 through 10 their league games and leaving their non-league games for weeks 1, 2, and 3. So it is a challenge. And in my short time here as head coach, we have talked a little bit, but we've been able to find some teams to play, and we have a full schedule this year. I think we have one opening at the end of next year. I think I'd have to check again, but I think we can find teams that want to play. We may travel a little farther, but we can fill out our schedule.
Yeah, among those teams this year, Dayton Meadowdale coming in. That'll be one of the LCC games on WOSN, as well as the first two games. The home game against Bath and then taking on St. John's in week 2. Second year of this Bath-Elida, St. John's LCC little round robin thing. It seems like that's a good fit for all 4 programs.
I think so. Having the Lima Land teams play each other, I think that's a lot of excitement for the communities and for the schools and for the young men. And I think they really enjoy competing against some local athletes. And this year we play Bath again, which will be well coached and a strong football team. Coach Garland does a great job, and their kids will be hungry. Then the following year, we'll switch up the schedule. So yeah, I think it's a neat thing they've developed.
Another neat thing, your relationship with Coach Mike Fell over at Lima Senior. Played for him, coached under him at Columbus Grove, and you still have a good relationship with him, even though there's some folks that want to see a hatred between the T-Birds and the Spartans.
No, Coach Fell is a real good friend of mine. In the coaching world, he's probably right there at the top. He's done a lot for me, and he's been a great friend in all aspects. And honestly, I hope he wins every game. I mean, our friendship means
easy to say when they're not on the schedule.
That's right. And we're obviously far different sides. We're not going to meet each other anytime in a playoff trail. So I hope he wins every game, does a great job. I was real happy for him last year with the winning 5 games and getting something going over there at Lima Senior. He does a great job. He's a great coach, and I wish him the most success he can have.
T-Birds got it going last year, another playoff appearance as he finished the season with a 9-4 record, or an 8-3 record, I should say. A couple of weeks before that opener against Bath, what do you need to work on the most between now and that week 1 game with the Wildcats?
We have some time here. Fortunately, we have some new ideas we're doing offensively and defensively. I just think we got to clean some things up. Our timing, we're putting in a new offense. We're throwing the ball more. obviously when you throw the ball more, your receivers and quarterbacks have to be on the same page. We have a lot of balls hitting the ground right now. I'm hoping in a week or so that we can go through practice, with more in our hands and hit the turf. That's the type of things we need to clean up. But our kids have had a great work ethic, so far in our camp days and our first couple of days of practice here. And I don't expect them to do anything else but get better for the next couple of weeks. And I think by week one, I think we can be a pretty good football team.
Did you see that same normal dedication to LCC football over the summer?
I did. And our kids worked hard. They're hungry. They think they can be a good football team, and I think they understand what it takes to be a good football team. And we had a lot of good work over the summer and some great effort in the weight room, working on their own, throwing with each other, and made it even more exciting to start practice knowing that these guys were fully committed.
What do you think the strength of this team's going to be?
I think the strength right now is our skill guys. I think we have really good team speed. I think we have some guys that can create some mismatches for the opponent's defense, and I think on our defensive side of the ball, I think their speed can really help us get to the football and make some big plays. I think right now that is our strength of our football team. And as I said, our linemen are, they're new, they're young, and but I think they're coming around. They're working hard, and I expect them really by mid-season they might be the strength of our football team.
All right, thank you very much, Scott Pulte, head coach of the LCC T-Birds. We're going to take a break here on the warm-up presented by U.S. Plastic Store. When we return, Patrick Hamler will join us to talk with the LCC players here in WOSN.
Welcome back to the warm-up show, sponsored by U.S. Plastics. Continuing with some of the members of the Lima Central Catholic T-Birds team. I'm joined right now by Brad Stolley, Jack Huffman, and Ethan O'Connor. Guys, say thanks for joining us.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks for having us. Much.
So you're just about a week into practice and getting ready for the season. How's it going so far? How have things been coming for getting ready for the season?
So far, I think things are going great. We're starting to see the components, the offense all coming together, and the defense too. But the most important thing that I think this season so far that I've seen I really like has been the team chemistry. Everyone's really getting along and practicing well and practicing hard, and that's one of the most important things I think on a football team is how well you play together as a team. I think we're going to do pretty well at that this year.
With some of the younger guys on the team, how have you been helping to bring those guys along and getting them ready for the season?
Well, it's a different offense for all of us. We're all running a different offense, so we're all trying to learn the same thing. So we're doing our best to learn fast and, help the younger guys out and create that team chemistry like Jack was talking about, and it's coming along pretty good.
Ethan, what are some of the things that you and the offense are specifically working on for the upcoming season?
Most of it's timing, since we're running a lot of pass routes. Also with the running backs, a lot of people don't really we were running a spread offense, but if a defense is giving us 4 down linemen where we can run all day, that's all we're going to do is run. So timing is with every single player, even the linemen. I know Jack and I have been working a lot with snaps and everything like that. It's just timing, and it's just creating unison with everyone.
With the season coming up, you guys are independents again this year. What do you guys look forward to? What kind of amps you up about specific games in the season?
I'm looking forward to the Bath game because no matter what, Bath's going to come out and they're going to hit you. They're going to play hard. So I'm looking forward to Bath, and then Delphos St. John's week 2 is always tough.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what. You think every year well, they graduated some, and so we might have it be they might be able to have an easier game this year, but they always come back every year and they always hit you hard and they always play you tough. So that Delphos St. John's game I always think about, and even during the off season I'm thinking about how great of a rivalry that game is. I love playing against Delphos St. John's.
What about the rest of you guys? You guys on the board with that too, or?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to come back. Tearing my ACL last year, I'm really looking forward. Just playing one game last year, and I can't wait to get back on the field with these guys again. I think a lot of it is redemption and wanting to get back. For me, I can't wait to the playoffs. I can't wait till we can make that run, because I know with this team chemistry we have and by the way things are looking right now, I've been with a lot of football teams, and I can tell this thing is something special.
Guys, thanks a lot for joining us, and good luck this season. More on the warm-up show by U.S. Plastics when we come back here on WOSN. Welcome back to the warm-up show, sponsored by U.S. Plastics. Joined with a couple more T-Bird players. I'm joined by Aiden O'Connor, Cam White, and Dimitri Floyd. Guys, thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
I was going to start with you, Dimitri. You're into practice now, just getting back into it. What have you been working on in 2 days so far?
Overall, our team has been getting a lot better. We're just trying to be a team this year, because last year we had just a couple people on the team that just weren't all together with it. But this year we're just trying to be just a single unit, just working together, get through things.
Cam, you talked about a little bit of team chemistry and some of the guys we had on earlier. How has that been working, and also with getting some of the younger guys involved in the practice and getting them up to speed with what you guys are doing this year?
Oh, we welcome the young guys. We try to get them involved in everything. We always help them with their routes, everything on defense. We just try to get them engaged in everything in practice.
Move to you this time, Aiden. So offensively, how have you guys been gelling and putting things together?
We've been doing pretty good. I mean, everyone knows their place, and I mean, everyone's doing their own job and getting better every day.
Cam, if you guys being independents this year, there's no real conference or anything that you guys get amped up about. So what gets you excited about the upcoming football season? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to just being a senior and playing with my guys. It's really exciting. I'm very excited for it.
Dimitri, any games you guys have circled on your calendar? And any of you guys can jump in on this particular question.
I feel like every game should be circled, just because we're independent this year. Every game matters.
Mm-hmm.
Cam, what about you?
I agree completely with Dimitri.
Yeah. Aiden?
I would agree, but I mean, I also always circle St. John's just because.
Yeah, St. John's.
Great program, and
I agree.
it's always fun that week just looking up for the game, and
It's a great game.
it's just always fun to look forward to.
Now, you guys had a great season last year, 8-2, went to the first round of the playoffs, got bounced. Do you circle any playoff games on your calendar? Is that something you're looking forward to? You guys want to get back to the playoffs and move further? Anyone of you guys can answer that. Dimitri, go ahead and start with you.
Absolutely. Of course we want to make it back to the playoffs, but I mean, we just got to take it 1 week at a time. We got to worry about the game that week, and then when the time comes, we'll handle our business.
Cam?
We're just worried about week 1 right now. When the playoffs come, we'll be worried about those.
All right, awesome. Hey, guys, thanks a lot for being here. Appreciate it, and have a great season. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's going to wrap it up for the warm-up show, sponsored by U.S. Plastics. We'll see you next time here on WOSN.